Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So we are back with another tutorial on Prometheus and Alert Manager. So if you have seen my previous tutorial, we have spoke about how to set up Prometheus, Node Exporter, Alert Manager, right? And also we have seen how we can send alerts to our email, right? We had done the configuration for sending email alerts using the Prometheus Alert Manager. But in this tutorial, what we are going to do is we are going to see how we can set up Prometheus Alert Manager to configure the Slack. So at the end of this tutorial, what we will be seeing is like we have alerts or notifications sent to Slack from Prometheus. So if you have not seen my previous tutorial, please go and have a look, because we have spoke about how to set up the the alert rules, also how to set up the prometheus.yaml file to interact with the alert manager. I will have just a recap on that also in this tutorial. Okay, just a quick recap so that you can go back to my previous tutorial. Okay, and also we'll be sharing all the details of the rules, and also the configuration which we are using in the GitHub location, which you can make use of it. Okay, so before I get started into it, I would request you to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet. Kindly subscribe, like the video, share and comment. So in order to start, I have a CentOS machine. So if I show you that in this CentOS machine I have Prometheus, Node Exporter and also Alert Manager running. So in previous tutorial I have showed you one more machine where I have a Node Exporter running on that as well, but in this tutorial I'm going to use only one machine because I just want to show you how to send an alert. Okay, so let me show you a few details which we have set up first. Okay, so let me go to Prometheus folder and let me read this prometheus.yaml file. Now if you see this prometheus.yaml file, we have an alert manager configuration, right, which we are connecting to the localhost 9093 port, because the alert manager is running on the same machine. And also we have a rule file called alert.rules, right? So based on that only the alerts are getting created. Okay, so this configuration for job name, the Prometheus job name, and also Node Exporter, I have already told you on the first two tutorial, like how to set up Prometheus and also how to set up Node Exporter. So if you are very new to Prometheus, I would say you go to the first tutorial, how to set up, then Node Exporter, then the Alert Manager, so you can have the complete information. Okay, now if you see, there is one more file called alert.rules.yaml, which we are calling inside the prometheus.yaml, right? So let me just have a view on that so you can see that as well. So this alert.rules.yaml file is a little bit different from the previous email alert, so but we are doing the same alerting for instance down out of memory. But if you see the way how I have written, there will be a little bit of change, because the labels and alert and the way the annotations are written, there is a little bit change I have done. So there are different ways where you can write it, but I think this will be helpful for you to see what is the difference from the previous one and this one. Okay, so you can have a look on that. So here if you see, we have 4 alert, one for instant down, out of memory, high CPU load, and also out of disk space, right? So there are 4 alerts which we have created. So now let me go and start the Prometheus first. Okay, and I will also start the Node Exporter. Okay, so now if you have seen, we have the Prometheus running, right? And if you see that there are 4 alerts which we have created as per rule, right? And one instant is down and it's pending, because as I told you, I had 2 Node Exporter and one is down, right? So I'm not turning on this Node Exporter in this tutorial. So anyhow, I have to send alerts, or we'll make use of this down alert. Okay, and if you see the rule file, you can see there are 4 rules, right? 1 2 3 4, 1 for instant down, out of memory, CPU high, and out of disk space. Okay, so that's all from the alert configuration. Right now we have to go to the alert manager. So now if I go to alert manager, and if I read the alert manager .yaml file, so this is the default YAML file, okay, where you have the global route and the receiver name is webhook, right, and the configuration for the webhook here. If you have seen my previous tutorial on email, I have shown you how to change this to email, right? So this was the configuration for email. If you have not seen, like we have created a receiver for email notification, right, and we have to give our email ID and the app password which we created from the Gmail, right? So now let me go to the alert manager for Slack. So the difference in the Slack is the receiver name will be the Slack name. It doesn't matter what name you give. I just given a name like Slack notification. You can just give like Slack ABCD, whatever name you want to give, but the name has to come here as well. Then the difference is like we have to give the Slack configs, and in the Slack config we have to give an API URL which is the webhook URL from the Slack, okay, and there should be a channel name. Okay, so to do this, first I need to create the API, right? So if you have seen one of my tutorial how to integrate Slack with Jenkins, you would have seen how I have shown how I have configured the Jenkins, right? So if you've seen, we are getting some job alerts from Jenkins. Now here what we need to do is we need to go to the configuration like settings and manage app. So once you click on the manage app, you get into a browser page where you can see the apps. So the Jenkins CI app, I have used it for the previous integration with Slack and Jenkins. For this tutorial we need to search for webhook. Okay, so let's search for webhook. So you will see a lot of options. There will be outgoing webhook and incoming webhook. So what we require is the incoming webhook. So you just click on it. So once you click on the incoming webhook, you can read through the description, configuration, and all those things. There's a button called add to Slack, right? So just click on that. So that will take you to the option where you can select a channel. Okay, so in my case I will create a new channel actually. So and I will call this as the Prometheus alerting. Okay, okay, so I will tell Prometheus alert. Okay, let me create that. Yep, so I think you can see the Prometheus.alert channel is created. Okay, and just click on this button, right, add incoming webhook integration. Okay, so this button will be enabled only once you select the channel. Okay, so now it will create a webhook URL, so you can copy this. You can read through the contents if you want, but for us it's simple. We don't need to do much. You just need to save the setting. Okay, and what we require is just go back to your configuration, change this API URL with the webhook URL. Okay, so don't use mine. Okay, I'll be deleting my webhook URL because I'm just showing for your demo. So if you have to create the webhook URL for your Slack. Okay, and the channel name is Prometheus alert, right? So we just need to copy this as well and just put the name here without space. Okay, so it's that pretty simple. Okay, so these sections is already available in the file, so I can show you, right? So these sections are already available. So let me clear out the screen, let me edit alertmanager.yaml. Okay, so what we require is we just need to change some of this. We name this as Slack underscore notifications. Okay, use the same here for the name. Okay, then you need to change the webhook to Slack underscore configs. Okay, and you need to change this URL because we are not going to use the same method. Okay, so I will do one thing. I will copy those contents from my text editor. Okay, so I will copy these contents and I'll paste it. Just make sure that the alignment is correct. If you don't put it correct, then the YAML configuration will not work. Okay, because YAML will look like a space and everything has to be correct. Okay, so let me save this file. So we have the YAML file saved. Now let me run the Alertmanager. Okay, so we have the Alertmanager running. Now let's see. We have to wait for a few minutes because I think we have given 5 minutes. Yep, you can see there is an alert came, right? So Alertmanager firing instance down, right? So we already got the alert. If you go back to the Alertmanager, okay, let me just show you one more thing. So Alertmanager.yaml. So if you see the result timeout is 5 minutes and also the repeat interval is 1 hour. Just for our testing case, what I will do is I will change this to 1 minute and also the repeat interval as 1 minute. Okay, so we can see the alerts coming much faster. Okay, so let me start the Alertmanager again. Okay, so you can see there is one more alert came because we given the repeat interval as every 1 minute. Okay, let me close the other node exporter as well. So if you go to my Prometheus, you should see 2 instances down. Okay, so I think it's just updating. So you can see there are 2 instances down now, right? So because I have closed the other node exporter as well, so you can see both are down, right? So let's wait for the Alertmanager now. So now if you see, we have 2 instances being created, right? So one for the 129 IP address, another one for the local host. So there are 2 alert has been created. Now the challenge here is we are not getting much information from this, right? It's just a link coming up where actually we, in the email, if you have seen, we got some information like what is the criticality and some information, right? We can bring those information as well into the alerting, but we need to add some more content into this section. Okay, so let me show you how to do that. So I have already prepared that. So if you see, I have added some more content, like, you know, to make it much better. So you can go through this content. Okay, so there is also a site called this where you can test this kind of alerting, how it will look like. So you can create your own alert configuration, alert rules. You can put it here and you can do a preview, so it will show you how it will look like. Okay, how it will look like in the Slack. So in our case, if you see, I'm just trying to sort things a little bit better, and I just want to show you, you know, the content which we need to take it from the alerting rule. Okay, and I'm also putting an icon to look it much better. Okay, so let me copy this content and I will go to the Alertmanager file. Okay, .yaml file. So let me paste this. Okay, so this is how it will look like. Okay, so I have added those additional content into this. Okay, you can copy all this content from my GitHub link. I will give it into the video description. Okay, so let me run the alert manager again. Okay, so we have the alert manager running. Okay, now let's see in the Slack how the alerts are getting created. Okay, now if you see, I have a new alert created, right? If I click on show more, if you see it is giving me much more information, right? So it's giving me not only the heading, it's also showing me what is the alert, right? And what is the severity, it's critical, what is the alert name, what is the instance name, right? What is the job, it's a node exporter, right? So it's giving me much more information. So this is how I have enhanced the alert. So that's the thing, which I have used. Okay, so you can also see how to enhance your alert. You can use your own method. Okay, it's not a problem, but I just use my content what I need to show. So if you would like to use, you can use the same format for your purpose as well. So now if you have seen, like, we are getting the complete information, right? And every 1 minute it's firing the alert. So we have given the repeat as 1 minute, right? See, it's 23:16 and this is 23:15 and it's 23:14. And if you see the icon, I have used an icon of Prometheus. Okay, so this link is going to the Prometheus icon. Okay, so you can use a different icon as well. Okay, so this will give you complete information. You can change the way how you want to do it depending upon your need. Okay, this is only an example I want to show how we can integrate Prometheus alerting with Slack. Okay, so now if you have seen, like in this tutorial, we have gone through all the steps, right? The previous tutorial we have just done a recap. What is alert .rules, how we have set up, also the Prometheus.yaml file, and in the alert manager.yaml file we have configured to connect to the Slack using the webhook API, right? So you have seen how to create the API and how to make use of that, right? So you can go through my GitHub link for the complete detail. Okay, so I hope this tutorial is informative for you, and I thank you for watching. Again, I have a request for you. Kindly subscribe to my channel, like the video, share and comment.